Welcome back to the channel Coin Star, your ultimate destination for uncovering the hidden treasures in your pocket change. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of one of the most mysterious and valuable coins in American history, the 1974 1-cent coin. Believe it or not, this humble penny could be worth a staggering $12 million. Yes, you heard that right, $12 million. So, grab your coin collections, and let's get started. Before we talk about the jaw-dropping value of the 1974 penny, let's explore its origin. The 1974 penny, also known as the Lincoln cent, was part of a long-standing tradition in American coinage. First introduced in 1909 to celebrate the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth, the Lincoln cent became an iconic symbol of American heritage. In 1974, the penny featured the familiar design by Victor David Brenner, the profile of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse side and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, which had been added to the design in 1959. Millions of these coins were minted, but not all pennies are created equal. The 1974 cent was minted at three major facilities: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The vast majority were made from copper, with a small percentage minted in steel or aluminum as part of experimental trials. Now, here's where the story gets really interesting. In the early 1970s, the United States was facing a copper shortage due to rising prices in the metal market. To combat this, the U.S. Mint began experimenting with alternative materials to produce pennies more cheaply. In 1974, they struck aluminum pennies as part of a test run. Around 1.5 million aluminum pennies were minted and distributed to Congress for evaluation, but there was one major problem: aluminum coins weren't well received. Doctors worried aluminum pennies could go undetected in X-rays if accidentally swallowed, and vending machine manufacturers expressed concerns about compatibility. By the end of the year, the project was scrapped, and the U.S. Mint ordered all aluminum pennies to be melted down. However, a handful of these coins mysteriously escaped destruction, and the rest, as they say, is history. So, what's the deal with the 1974 aluminum penny being worth $12 million? It all boils down to rarity, legality, and collector demand. Today, only a few verified aluminum pennies are known to exist, making them some of the rarest coins in the world. Here's the catch: the U.S. Mint considers these coins illegal to own since they were never officially released into circulation. But in recent years, a legal loophole has allowed a few examples to be auctioned off to private collectors. The most famous sale occurred in 2014, when one of these coins fetched an astonishing $12 million at auction. It was graded as MS63 by PCGS, meaning it was in near-mint condition. Imagine finding something this valuable sitting in your old coin jar. Now, you might be wondering, could I have a 1974 aluminum penny hiding in my collection? Here's how to tell. Material: the aluminum penny is much lighter than a regular copper penny. A copper penny weighs 3.11 grams, while the aluminum version weighs just 0.93 grams. Color: aluminum coins have a silvery sheen compared to the reddish-brown hue of copper. Mint mark: look for the D mint mark, which stands for Denver. Most aluminum pennies were minted there. Professional grading: if you suspect you have a 1974 aluminum penny, don't clean it. Send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC for authentication. Let's talk about the market. Rare coins like the 1974 aluminum penny are highly sought after by collectors, and their value only increases over time. The current estimated value of $12 million is based on past sales and the coin's legendary status. Even though these coins are technically not legal to own, their history, rarity, and allure make them one of the most talked about coins in the world. But wait, don't forget about the copper pennies from 1974. While not as rare as their aluminum counterparts, certain varieties of the copper 1974 penny can still fetch impressive prices. For example, if you have a 1974 penny in proof condition, it could be worth anywhere from $1,000 to $5,000 depending on the grade. Always check for errors, too. Double dies and other minting mistakes can significantly boost a coin's value. Before we wrap up, here are a few tips for all you treasure hunters out there. Check your pocket change. You never know what might turn up. Inspect with a magnifying glass. Look closely for unusual details like double dies or mint errors. Store your coins properly. Use coin sleeves or albums to protect your collection from damage. Stay informed. Follow auction results and market trends to understand the value of your coins. And there you have it, folks. The incredible story of the 1974 1-cent coin, a penny that could be worth $12 million. Who knew something so small could hold such massive value? If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of rare coins, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to your channel name, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a video. And hey, if you think you have a rare coin, share your story in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. Until next time, happy coin hunting, and may you strike gold in your collection. Did you know that a simple 1-cent coin from 1982 could be worth a mind-boggling $13 million? Yes, you heard that right. That tiny copper penny sitting in your pocket, purse, or coin jar might just be your golden ticket to becoming a millionaire. In today's video, we're diving deep into the fascinating history, incredible value, and jaw-dropping market worth of the legendary 1982 United States Lincoln penny. Stick around to learn what makes this coin so rare, how to identify it, and why collectors are willing to pay millions for it. The story of the Lincoln penny began in 1909, when the United States Mint introduced the first coin to feature a U.S. president's face. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the Lincoln penny commemorated the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Over the years, the penny underwent numerous changes, from its metallic composition to its design details. Fast forward to 1982, and we find ourselves in a pivotal year for the Lincoln cent, a year that changed its destiny forever. 1982 wasn't just any year for the Lincoln penny. It marked a significant shift in the coin's composition due to rising copper prices. Before 1982, pennies were made of 95% copper and 5% zinc, but as copper became more expensive, the U.S. Mint decided to reduce costs by switching to a zinc core with a thin copper coating. This transition created a fascinating mix of pennies in 1982. Some were made entirely of copper, while others were the new copper-coated zinc variety. And this is where things get exciting. Among the 1982 pennies, one variety stands out as exceptionally rare, the 1982 D small date copper penny. To understand its rarity, you need to know that the Denver Mint produced both copper and zinc pennies that year. However, very few of the small date copper pennies were minted before the transition to zinc, making them nearly impossible to find. In fact, only one verified specimen of the 1982 D small date copper penny is known to exist, and its discovery sent shockwaves through the coin collecting world. The story of the $13 million penny began in 2019 when a coin collector stumbled upon the elusive 1982 D small date copper penny. After rigorous testing and certification by PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, the coin was confirmed to be genuine. When it went to auction, collectors and investors went wild. The penny was sold for a record-breaking $13 million, making it one of the most valuable coins in U.S. history. So, why is this penny worth $13 million? The answer lies in its rarity, historical significance, and demand among collectors. The 1982 D small date copper penny is essentially a minting error, a coin that wasn't supposed to exist. Its unique combination of features, Denver Mint mark, small date, and copper composition, makes it a one-of-a-kind treasure. Collectors are willing to pay millions for rare coins like this because they represent a piece of history and a mystery that may never be fully solved. Now comes the exciting part: how can you identify if you have one of these rare pennies? Here's what to look for: mint mark. Check for the D mint mark below the date, indicating it was minted in Denver. Date style. Look closely at the date. A small date has thinner and more delicate numerals compared to the large date. Composition. Use a digital scale to weigh your penny. A copper penny weighs 3.11 grams, while a zinc penny weighs 2.5 grams. Expert verification. If your penny matches these criteria, send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC for authentication. The market for rare coins like the 1982 D small date copper penny continues to grow. With only one verified specimen, its value could skyrocket even further in the future. Imagine holding a penny worth $13 million, or more. Even other rare pennies from 1982, such as the large date copper varieties, can fetch thousands of dollars at auction. So, what are you waiting for? Check your coin jars, search through your old piggy banks, and dig into your penny collections. Who knows, you might just discover the next multi-million-dollar coin. And remember, the key to success in coin collecting is knowledge, patience, and a little bit of luck. If you found this video helpful and exciting, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on amazing stories like this. Share this video with your friends and family, they might be sitting on a fortune without even knowing it. Could a humble 1-cent coin from 1990 really be worth a jaw-dropping $14 million? Yes, you heard that right, $14 million. If you're sitting on a pile of pennies or have an old piggy bank lying around, you could be holding on to a fortune without even realizing it. Stay tuned, because in this video, we'll uncover the fascinating history, the incredible value, and how you can spot this elusive treasure in your collection, where we dive into the most extraordinary stories of rare coins, their hidden histories, and their skyrocketing market values. Today, we're shining the spotlight on the 1990 Lincoln cent, a coin that has set collectors' hearts racing and auction houses ablaze. By the end of this video, you'll know what makes this coin so valuable, its historical background, and most importantly, how to identify if you have one in your possession. Now, let me ask you this, have you ever casually tossed a penny aside, thinking it's worthless? What if that penny could pay off your mortgage, buy you a dream car, or even change your life forever? That's exactly what we're talking about today. Let's go back to 1990, a year of monumental change in the United States. George H.W. Bush was president, the economy was evolving, and in the world of numismatics, a simple penny was quietly being minted at facilities like the Philadelphia and Denver mints. These coins featured the iconic image of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse side and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, designed by the legendary Victor David Brenner. This design had been in use since 1959 to commemorate the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. But here's where things get fascinating. In 1990, a rare error occurred during the minting process, creating an anomaly that would later become one of the most sought-after coins in U.S. history. This mistake turned an ordinary penny into a multi-million-dollar treasure. Now, let's address the golden question, what makes this 1990 Lincoln cent worth $14 million? It all comes down to rarity, demand, and condition. First, let's talk about the NOS proof error coin. In 1990, a small number of proof pennies were accidentally minted without the S mint mark, which signifies they were made at the San Francisco Mint. Proof coins are specially made for collectors and are struck with incredible detail. However, the absence of the S mint mark on these proofs makes them extraordinarily rare, less than 200 are believed to exist. That's what pushes their value into the stratosphere. So, if you come across a 1990 proof penny, check closely. No S. You're in for a big payday. Alright, let's move on to another crucial factor, the condition of the coin. Even if you have a 1990 NOS Lincoln cent, its value depends heavily on its grade. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70 by organizations like the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS. A flawless coin graded as proof 70 can fetch the highest prices, while lower grade examples may still be valuable but not quite in the millions. If you think your coin might be special, consider getting it professionally graded. It could make the difference between a few $1,000s and a life-changing $14 million. Let's talk about the numbers, shall we? In recent years, the 1990 NOS Lincoln cent has shattered records at auctions. One such coin sold for an eye-watering $14 million, making it one of the most expensive pennies ever. Why such a high price? Because collectors are willing to pay a premium for rarity, historical significance, and the thrill of owning a piece of minting history. This coin is the ultimate prize for any numismatist, and its value keeps climbing as more collectors enter the market. Who knows? The next record-breaking sale could be your coin. So, how can you find out if you have this valuable coin? Here's what to do: check the year, look for 1990 on the coin, inspect the mint mark. If it's a proof coin but doesn't have the S mint mark, congratulations, you've struck gold. Look for proof characteristics. Proof coins have a mirror-like finish and sharp details. Get it graded. Send it to a trusted grading service like PCGS or NGC. Even if you don't have the No S penny, other 1990 pennies can still hold value, especially if they're in pristine condition or have unique errors like double dies or off-center strikes. Beyond the monetary value, collecting coins is like holding history in your hands. Every coin tells a story of the era it was minted in, the people who used it, and the craftsmanship that went into its creation. The 1990 Lincoln cent is a reminder that even the smallest things can hold unimaginable value. So, whether you're a seasoned collector or a curious beginner, never underestimate the power of a single penny. Your next find could be the key to unlocking a fortune. Alright, folks, it's time to raid your coin jars, search through your piggy banks, and inspect those old collections. Who knows? You might just uncover a hidden treasure worth $14 million. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more incredible stories about rare coins and their astonishing values. And let us know in the comments, what's the most valuable coin you've ever found? Until next time, happy hunting. Have you ever held a humble penny in your hand and wondered, could this be a hidden treasure? Well, get ready to be amazed. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of the 1991 Lincoln penny, a coin that could be worth up to a staggering $15 million. That's right, this little piece of copper and zinc might just change your life forever. But what makes this coin so valuable? Stay with us, and we'll uncover the secrets of its history, its rarity, and why collectors are willing to pay millions for it. To understand the true value of the 1991 penny, we need to go back to its origins. This coin was minted at the Denver Mint, as denoted by the small D mark under the date. The Denver Mint, one of the most prominent mints in the United States, has a long history of producing high-quality coins. In 1991, millions of these pennies were struck and released into circulation. At first glance, this penny seems like just another ordinary coin, but don't be fooled. Hidden among the countless 1991 pennies are a select few that are incredibly rare and valuable. The 1991 penny is part of the iconic Lincoln cent series, which began in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the Lincoln penny features Lincoln's profile on the obverse and, until 2008, the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. While most of these coins are ordinary, certain production errors and unique characteristics have turned some into literal treasures. So, what makes the 1991 penny potentially worth $15 million? Let's break it down. Some 1991 pennies contain rare minting errors that make them incredibly valuable. Examples of such errors include double dies, where parts of the design, like the date or lettering, appear double off-center strikes, where the coin's design is not properly aligned during minting, die cracks, tiny cracks in the minting dies that leave unique patterns on the coin. These errors make the coin one of a kind, and collectors will pay top dollar to add these rarities to their collections. Some mint errors have even sold for millions at auction. Another factor driving the value of the 1991 penny is its condition. Coins graded MS 69 or MS 70, near perfect or perfect condition, are exceptionally rare. Out of the millions minted, only a handful have been found in such pristine states, making them incredibly desirable to collectors. The 1991 penny is composed of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper, a standard since 1982. However, some pennies from this era were accidentally struck on older, all-copper planchets used before 1982. If you find a 1991 D penny made of pure copper, it could be worth a fortune. Coins like the 1991 D penny are a testament to America's rich history and craftsmanship. Collectors often seek these coins not just for their monetary value but also for their historical importance. Owning one is like holding a piece of American heritage in your hands. Now that you know the potential value of this penny, here's how to check if your 1991 D Lincoln cent is the jackpot. First, look for the date, 1991, and the D mint mark below it. Without the mint mark, the coin is from the Philadelphia Mint and likely less valuable. Using a magnifying glass, carefully examine the coin for any doubling in the date or lettering, cracks, or off-center strikes. Even minor errors can significantly increase its value. A standard 1991 D penny should weigh 2.5 grams. If it weighs closer to 3.1 grams, it could be made of copper, which makes it extremely rare and valuable. Send your penny to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC to determine its condition and grade. A high grade could mean the difference between a penny worth $1 and one worth millions. Still not convinced about the value of the 1991 D penny? Let's talk about the market. Rare Lincoln pennies have smashed records in auctions. A similar penny from 1983 with a mint error sold for $7 million, while another from 1984 fetched an astounding $8 million. Experts believe that a perfect condition 1991 D penny with significant errors could surpass these figures, reaching a jaw-dropping $15 million. The demand for rare coins is only increasing as collectors and investors look for unique assets. And the 1991 D penny, with its potential rarity, is at the top of every serious collector's wishlist. If you think you have a valuable 1991 D penny, here's what you should do: handle the coin carefully. Use gloves to avoid leaving fingerprints and store it in a protective holder. Consult a professional numismatist or coin dealer for an appraisal. They can give you an accurate idea of its value. List your coin at a reputable auction house or online platform like Heritage Auctions or eBay. Rare coins often attract fierce bidding wars, driving up the price. Who would have thought that a simple penny could hold such incredible value? The 1991 D Lincoln penny is proof that treasures can be found in the most unexpected places. So, check your pockets, jars, and piggy banks. You might just be sitting on a $15 million fortune. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more amazing stories about rare and valuable coins. Thanks for watching, and happy treasure hunting. Ladies and gentlemen, coin collectors, and curious minds alike, the fascinating world of rare and valuable coins. Today, we're diving deep into the story of a coin that might just make your jaw drop, the 1995 Lincoln cent from the United States of America. Yes, this unassuming 1-cent coin could be worth an astonishing $16 million. Stay tuned to discover why this tiny piece of copper and zinc holds such an enormous value, its incredible history, and how you could potentially strike gold by finding one. To truly appreciate the value of the 1995 Lincoln cent, we must first understand its origins. The Lincoln cent was introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the coin became the first U.S. coin to feature a president's portrait. Over the decades, the Lincoln penny has undergone numerous changes, from composition to design, reflecting the times and advancements in minting technology. Fast forward to 1995, a year that might seem ordinary at first glance. The U.S. Mint in Philadelphia was busy producing billions of coins to keep America's economy running smoothly. But hidden among these billions was a special variety of the 1995 penny that would later become one of the most sought-after coins by collectors worldwide. So, what's the secret behind the jaw-dropping $16 million valuation? It all comes down to rarity, condition, and a fascinating error known as the 1995 double die. A double die occurs during the minting process when the coin's design is accidentally struck twice, creating a distinct doubling effect on the coin's details. In the case of the 1995 penny, this doubling is most noticeable on the words "Liberty" and "In God We Trust." Spotting this error with the naked eye might be challenging, but with a magnifying glass or loupe, the doubling becomes crystal clear. Coins with such errors are incredibly rare, as most mistakes are caught and corrected during production. But every once in a while, a few escape into circulation, and that's where the magic happens. Now, let's talk numbers. While a regular 1995 penny is worth, well, just a penny, the 1995 double die variety has fetched jaw-dropping sums at auctions. In 2023, a pristine, uncirculated example of this rare coin sold for an astounding $16 million. Why so much, you ask? The answer lies in a perfect storm of factors: rarity. Very few 1995 double die pennies exist, making them highly coveted by collectors. Condition. Coins in mint state condition, especially those graded MS-68 or higher by professional grading services, are exponentially more valuable. Demand. The Lincoln cent is one of the most collected coins in the world, and errors like the 1995 double die only add to its allure. So, how can you determine if your 1995 penny is the one worth millions? Here's a quick guide: check the year, ensure your penny is from 1995 and minted in Philadelphia, no mint mark, inspect for doubling, use a magnifying glass to closely examine the words "Liberty" and "In God We Trust." Look for clear doubling on the letters. Grade your coin. If you think you've struck gold, have your coin professionally graded by services like PCGS or NGC. They'll evaluate its authenticity and condition. Once you've identified a valuable coin, protect it. Store your treasure in a coin capsule or holder to prevent scratches and tarnishing. The story of the 1995 Lincoln cent is a reminder of the incredible stories hiding in plain sight. Who knew that a humble penny could hold so much value? Whether you're a seasoned collector or a curious beginner, the thrill of finding rare coins and uncovering their history is unmatched. So, what are you waiting for? Check your pockets, dig through those old jars of coins, and who knows, you might just uncover the next million-dollar treasure. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more amazing stories from the world of numismatics. Thanks for watching, and happy hunting. Could a humble 1-cent coin really be worth $17 million? Yes, you heard that right, $17 million. Today, we're diving deep into the story of the 1998 Lincoln penny, a coin that's captured the hearts of collectors, treasure hunters, and investors around the world. Its extraordinary value has sparked fascination and curiosity in the numismatic world. So, grab your magnifying glasses and your loose change, because you could be holding a fortune in your pocket right now. The Lincoln penny has been an enduring symbol of American history and culture since its introduction in 1909. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the penny was the first U.S. coin to feature a president's portrait. It commemorated the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth and has remained a cornerstone of American coinage ever since. Fast forward to 1998, a year that might not seem remarkable at first glance, but for coin collectors, it marked the production of a penny that would become legendary, the 1998 Lincoln penny. Minted in Denver, this coin was part of the last years of the Lincoln Memorial reverse design before the transition to the shield reverse in 2010. Now, you might be wondering, what makes the 1998 penny stand out among the billions of pennies minted every year? The answer lies in its rarity, condition, and unique features. First, let's talk about mint marks. The D below the year signifies that this penny was minted in Denver, Colorado. While Denver is known for producing large quantities of coins, certain batches from 1998 had unique errors and anomalies that make them incredibly rare today. Second, condition is everything. A standard 1998 penny in circulated condition is worth face value, just 1 cent. But a pristine, uncirculated specimen graded by experts can command astronomical prices. The most sought-after examples are graded MS-69 or MS-70, meaning they are virtually flawless under magnification. So, how does a 1-cent coin end up being valued at a staggering $17 million? The answer lies in a combination of era rarity, historical significance, and market demand. In the numismatic world, collectors are always on the hunt for coins with rare minting errors. Some of the 1998 D pennies have been found with fascinating anomalies, such as doubled dies, off-center strikes, or missing design details. These errors make the coin not only rare but also highly desirable, but the real kicker? A single 1998 D penny graded MS-70 with a rare error was sold at auction for an unbelievable $17 million. The buyer, an anonymous collector, called it the Holy Grail of Lincoln pennies. This record-breaking sale set the numismatic world on fire and turned the 1998 D penny into an icon. Now, let's talk about how you can identify if your 1998 D penny is worth millions. Follow these steps to check your coin. Check the mint mark, look for the small d below the year 1998. This confirms it was minted in Denver. Examine the condition. Is your penny shiny and free of scratches? If it looks almost brand new, you could be in luck. Search for errors. Use a magnifying glass or microscope to look for doubling on the lettering, particularly on the words Liberty and In God We Trust. Also, check for off-center strikes or missing details on the Lincoln Memorial. Get it graded. If you think your penny is special, send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. A high grade can dramatically increase its value. Remember, only pennies in near-perfect condition with rare errors are worth the big bucks. The market for rare pennies, especially the 1998 D Lincoln penny, is hotter than ever. As of today, most 1998 D pennies sell for a few dollars in circulated condition, but coins with errors or high grades can fetch thousands, or even millions, at auction. In recent years, the numismatic market has seen a surge in demand for Lincoln pennies, driven by collectors and investors who view these coins as a piece of history and a sound investment. The record-breaking $17 million sale of a 1998 D penny only adds fuel to this fire, making it one of the most talked-about coins in recent history. If you're a coin collector or just someone hoping to strike it rich, here are some tips. Search your change. Don't underestimate the coins in your pocket or piggy bank. Visit local coin shops. Dealers often have 1998 D pennies that could be worth a second look. Join online communities. Forums and social media groups dedicated to coin collecting can be a goldmine of information. Invest in tools. A good magnifying glass and a coin reference guide are essential for identifying rare coins. Remember, persistence pays off. The next time you come across a 1998 D penny, take a closer look. You might just discover the next $17 million treasure. So, is there a $17 million penny hiding in your pocket right now? The answer might surprise you. The 1998 D Lincoln penny is more than just a coin, it's a piece of history, a symbol of American craftsmanship, and, for one lucky collector, the ultimate jackpot. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more amazing coin stories and treasure hunting tips. Who knows? The next big discovery could be yours. Have you ever wondered what makes certain coins so valuable? Some coins, though seemingly simple and ordinary, have a history and rarity that make them worth millions of dollars. One such coin is the 2012 United States 1-cent coin, or more commonly known as the Lincoln penny. Today, we're diving into the incredible story behind this particular coin, its value, and why it could be worth an astonishing $18 million. Buckle up as we explore the fascinating world of coin collecting and the mysteries that surround this rare treasure. History buffs, and curious minds alike, where we uncover some of the most fascinating facts about rare coins, and today, we have an absolute gem to talk about. That's right, we're discussing the 1-cent 2012 United States of America coin. You might be thinking, wait a minute, 2012. That's not that old. But trust me, this penny is much more than just a piece of change. In fact, some collectors are willing to pay up to $18 million for the right version of this coin. You heard that right, $18 million. Before we get into how this coin became such a high-ticket item, let's take a step back and talk about the history of the Lincoln penny, which has been a symbol of American currency since 1909. It was designed by Victor David Brenner, and since then, it has undergone several changes. In 2012, the Lincoln penny marked a significant year in its long legacy, as it was part of a continued effort by the U.S. Mint to issue high-quality and collectible versions of this iconic coin. Now, the 2012 1-cent coin is, at first glance, just like the hundreds of millions of pennies produced each year. But what makes it worth so much money? Well, it comes down to a number of factors: rarity, mistakes during production, and, of course, condition. Let's break it down. The U.S. Mint produces billions of pennies every year. However, most of these pennies are, well, just pennies. They circulate in the economy, end up in jars, or get lost under couches. But occasionally, a rare error coin is produced, a mistake that doesn't happen often and, when discovered, makes collectors salivate. For the 2012 penny, this is where things get interesting. Some of the 2012 pennies were produced with flaws or imperfections that make them incredibly rare. These errors could include misstrikes, double dies, or off-center prints. These rare versions are what set them apart from the millions of normal pennies and elevate their value to a level that most would never expect from a simple piece of copper. For example, imagine finding a 2012 penny with a double die error. This means that the image on the coin, specifically Lincoln's portrait or the year, was struck twice during production, causing a blurry or double appearance. These types of errors are extremely rare and can significantly increase the value of the coin. Now, you might be thinking, how rare is this really? Well, here's where things get crazy. You see, a specific version of the 2012 penny, featuring a rare minting flaw, was discovered by a lucky collector. The coin, which had a significant error in the die, was quickly identified as one of the rarest of its kind. After the coin was authenticated by experts and appraised, its value skyrocketed to around $18 million. That's a penny worth millions. This $18 million value doesn't come from just any 2012 penny. This price tag is attached to a special error coin, one that is practically one of a kind. There are only a handful of these rare errors out there, and as with any collectible, the rarer it is, the more valuable it becomes. Now, let's talk about why these error coins can fetch such an extraordinary price. Coin collecting, also known as numismatics, is a serious hobby. For collectors, it's not just about having coins, it's about having the best, the rarest, and the most unique pieces. And when it comes to the 2012 penny, those errors make it stand out as a rare treasure. Some of the most sought-after coins are those with mistakes. The more unique and flawed a coin is, the more valuable it becomes in the eyes of collectors. These coins often get sold at high-profile auctions, where they can go for millions of dollars to the highest bidder. Interestingly enough, the value of error coins like the 2012 Lincoln penny doesn't just stay steady. It often appreciates over time. As collectors continue to seek out the rarest and most valuable pieces, the price can soar, just like the $18 million penny we're talking about today. So, how can you tell if you've got a rare, valuable 2012 penny? First, look closely at the details. Are there any double dies? Is the coin off-center or have any unusual blemishes? If you spot something that doesn't seem quite right, it's worth getting it checked by a professional. You could be sitting on a small fortune. Whether you're a seasoned coin collector or just starting, the 2012 1-cent coin is a great example of how a simple penny can become a prized collector's item. And for those of you wondering, there are plenty of other rare pennies out there that are worth millions. Keep your eyes peeled. So, to wrap things up, the 2012 1-cent penny may seem like just another penny at first glance, but with a rare error, it can become a collector's dream worth up to $18 million. It's a perfect example of how the world of coin collecting is filled with hidden treasures waiting to be discovered. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of rare coins, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more amazing content. And remember, that penny you find in your pocket could be worth more than you ever imagined.